Hey, Steve Postman 68, encouraging you to go to a racetrack, because when you go to your local racetrack, you're going to see something really, really good. Like I did Tuesday night at Millbridge Speedway. For me, it was the 116th race of the year, but it can only be described as a big old dose of Millbridge Magic. 5 feature events out there, and starting with the Cookout Cadets. That's our entry-level division. We have 2 features in this division. We split the field up here. In the B feature event, a young lady by the name of Adeline Griffith scored the win. 3rd or 4th race in a race car, and she was in victory lane. What makes this story really, really sweet and magical, this is a daddy-daughter effort. Her dad, Brandon, is the car chief for Denny Hamlin over at Joe Gibbs Racing. And so dad, daughter, victory lane, woo, a lot of emotion there as Adeline Griffith scored her career first win. In the A feature event for the Cookout Cadets, that daddy-daughter moment was actually a week ago. Kyle Larson, little girl, Audrey, scored her career first win last week here at the Speedway. Kyle and Caitlin had a big charity event, but Audrey was not to be denied back at Milbridge. She backed it up with a great run. Audrey is really coming into her own as a race car driver. It is fun to watch all the drivers develop, and Audrey is coming along really, really well with her skill set. She's doing great. She's got her 2nd consecutive win, 1 more win in that Cookout Cadet division. Boot her out to the other division. All right, let's go to the PRC box stock ranks, okay? Giselle Hicks out on the racetrack. And for Giselle, her story is interesting in that last year she was running in the beginner box stocks and she was a regular in victory lane. She was there all the time. Made the move to box stocks, and it's been a bit of a challenge, but on Tuesday night, she found her way. She got up on the wheel. She drove a great race and kicked down the doors to victory lane. Her story brings a number 21 car to victory lane, and the history of that number and her family is so deep and so rich. Giselle's mom is Jordan. Jordan's dad is Eddie Wood, that's from the famed Wood brothers. So Jordan's granddad is Eddie Wood. Her great-granddad is Glenn Wood. That's mom's side. On dad's side, her father is Michael Hicks. Michael is a championship-winning and multi-time pit crew championship-winning tire changer from Joe Gibbs Racing. So Jordan was there, Michael was there, and it was so cool to see Eddie Wood in victory lane with his granddaughter. That can only be described as Millbridge Magic. In our junior wing division, the Sumter Speedway Emergency Services junior wing division, we have a young driver by the name of Alex Slade, who also has a strong lineage in the sport. Alex is rolling. He runs with the junior wings, he runs in the box stocks, and he runs some other divisions at Milbridge. He's a 2-time national champion and reigning national champion. Won those championships out at English Creek in Knoxville. Alex Slade is a name you might want to write down. Here's the part that I love about this, okay? When I was a young journalist writing for Gator Racing News out of Syracuse, New York, I covered races at Pocono. A guy by the name of Tim Steele won 9 times at Pocono. I was writing the same story twice a year every time I would go there. Alex Slade, Tuesday night, Millbridge Speedway, is the grandson of Tim Steele. Tim is no longer with us, but that family tree is continuing on, and Alex Slade is winning races in everything he does, and it was so cool to see him in victory lane. The thing I love about Millbridge, those 4 stories we've documented so far all have lineage, history, background in the sport. When we look at the Knorr Group beginner box stocks, a young man by the name of Callaway Harp won the race. Now, if you look at Callaway's race car, you think he's got to have a history in the sport. It is the coolest looking Davey Ellison, Robert Yates Racing, Texaco Haviland number 28 throwback. The reason for it, his dad Chase liked Davey Ellison. His dad Chase had nothing to do with racing. In 2022, Chase and Callaway started racing with us out at Milbridge. This is first generation. Chase learned the ropes as dad, working on the race car. Callaway has honed his craft as far as a race car driver, and that was on display on Tuesday night. I think it's his 3rd win of the season, but he put on a show with his good buddy Everett Knorr. They ran side by side, inside out, swapped the lead, and in a lesson that racers all across the country need to learn. They were clean. They stayed off from each other. They had a spirited battle. The margin of victory was like this. And when it was all over, They're running around the pit area, having a good time, eating cupcakes and hanging out with family and friends. Great win for Callaway Harp, and that's one of the things I love about Milbridge. We have the great lineage of folks who are involved in racing, and yet someone like the Harp family can get up to speed and compete with them. And 5 doses of Millbridge Magic on Tuesday night. So, your assignment, go to a racetrack this weekend and find your own dose of magic, just like I did on Tuesday night. This video brought to you by Circle B Diecast. Circle B Diecast, all your diecast needs. Circle B Diecast Auction. So I'm Steve Post, the Postman. You go to a racetrack this weekend and find your very own dose of magic.